Hi everyone! Welcome to the first episode of Wellness Wednesday. So every Wednesday, I'm going to start posting short and sweet little couple-minute videos with tips and suggestions and answers to frequently asked questions on how to best improve your health through nutrition, lifestyle, mentality, attitude, exercise, and the whole nine yards. So today's topic, and this is something that I'm often asked, is if I had to give any piece of advice to what would make the diet most healthy or a way to improve your diet the most, what would that be? And the answer is threefold. One, limit your sugar. So keep in mind that sugar is not just the white stuff that's on your tabletop. Sugar also basically constitutes anything that breaks down into sugar. So that includes carbohydrates, right? So best way to do that is to limit your grain intake, maybe 1 to 2 servings a day, depending on your activity level. Serving is half a cup cooked. Limit your fruit intake. Yes, I know it always says to eat, everything always says to eat your fruit and vegetables, but when we say that, we don't mean 5 apples a day. Okay, so limit your fruit intake, no more again than 1 to 2 servings per day, ideally of the lower glycemic fruits. So berries, apples, peaches, things along those lines. If you're doing intense aerobic, sustained aerobic activity, the grains and the fruits might be able to come into the picture a little bit more. On the flip side, if you're sedentary, limit them further. Or if you have any known chronic conditions, especially any kind of autoimmune condition or any kind of digestive issues, I would completely eliminate grains altogether. So those are a couple of caveats. Second piece of advice. Keep the diet as whole as possible and eat as much organic food as possible. I mean, let's be real. This is the modern era. We're all going to eat things out of a package, but trying to have the bulk of the diet be fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and animal products and things that don't come out of a package that the earth produced on its own. And then when you do eat things out of a package, go with the most minimal ingredients as possible and keep it all things pronounceable. So if you're, as Michael Pollan says, if your grandmother didn't have it in her pantry and it's on the ingredient list, put it back on the shelf. So keep it simple, keep it whole as much as possible. Third piece of advice would be to avoid or at least limit, or at the very least check in with yourself to see if these foods bother you, the known inflammatory foods. So today I'm going to talk about the top 8 allergens. Those would be wheat, dairy, shellfish, fish, nuts, like tree nuts, almonds for example, peanuts, eggs, soy, and corn. So those are the top 8 allergens, meaning it's going to be